What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I got a story I seen yesterday. I want to share this with you. And this is as crazy as can be. Now, you know, a lot of times you hear me talk and say, you know, there are a lot of grown men that act like kids, right? And we also talked about in other videos I did the difference between envy and jealousy. And a jealous man has no limits in his get back a lot of times. Today I want to talk about a story that occurred in February of 2019, in which this woman right here from Southampton County, Virginia, her name is Cynthia Carver. May she rest in peace. This woman was killed by this R. Kelly lookalike right here, James Goodwin Jr. They think jealousy was the motive, but either way, this guy recently, what was it, 2 months or 3 months ago, was found guilty. Yesterday, he was sentenced in court. He gave him life without parole. Now, I'm going to tell you something. That's not good enough for what he did to this woman. And you'll see in the video excerpts I show you how bad he did her. Men control a relationship if it's going to be a relationship or not. And if a woman don't want to be with you, she don't have to be with you. But for some odd reason, it's like nowadays people think they own people. And a lot of men are almost as bad temper tantrum wise as a child, stomping and falling on the ground and all this other stuff at the babysitter as their parents walk out the room. Makes no sense. Take a look at this.
Also tonight, an important first full day of testimony in the case of a man accused in the murder of a Southampton County woman.
It's been almost 6 years since this case started. James Goodwin Jr. is accused in the 2019 death of Cynthia Carver. Investigators say she was stabbed and her body dumped in a swamp in Suffolk. Today, the most important piece of evidence was presented, the murder weapon. 10 on Your Side's Chris Horn picks up the story from there.
A man from North Carolina testified today for the Commonwealth here in Circuit Court that he had sex and was texting back and forth with Cynthia Carver in the 24 hours before she went missing. And the jury also saw the kitchen knife about this long that was used to kill Cynthia Carver. The man from North Carolina testified for the Commonwealth that he had a relationship with Carver and had had lunch and sex with her the day before she went missing. On cross-examination, defense attorney James Ellenson asked the married man if he was sorry that Cynthia Carver was dead. The man responded yes, and 6 years later, his wife does not know about it to this day. Several current and retired officers from the Southampton County Sheriff's Office described the bloody scene inside Cynthia Carver's Everett Street home in Newsoms. Body cam video played for the jury had the voice of a detective saying, "Lots of blood. Here's a knife. It's got blood all over it." The jury saw the knife, a wood-handled, serrated edge with a blade about 6 inches long. The jury also saw James Goodwin's white and gray Nike sneakers, which the Commonwealth says matches bloody footprints inside the house. A sheriff's captain showed the jury a fingernail that was recovered from the living room floor, which the Commonwealth says contains Goodwin's DNA. Investigators also found a bloody shirt on the ground a few feet from the steps that lead to the entrance of the house. It had several holes in it, and Carver's autopsy indicates multiple stab wounds in her neck, torso, and vaginal area. Carver's body was found about a month later off Winona Trail, just off a logging path in Suffolk. Carver was face down in a marshy area. Her underwear had been pulled down to her ankles. Goodwin was arrested 3 months after that and charged with Carver's murder. This case is expected to last until the middle of next week. If convicted on the single charge of first-degree murder, James Goodwin faces from 20 years to life in prison. In Cortland, Southampton County, Chris Horn, 10 on Your Side.
Life in prison. That is the sentence a judge handed down today for a Virginia Beach man. James Goodwin Jr. was convicted of stabbing a Southampton County woman to death in 2019. The judge said this is one of those cases that leaves you with no words. The family of 36-year-old Cynthia Carver did have one justice. Tonight, your side's Brett Hall has more.
The judge presiding over the sentencing today said there was a mountain of evidence pointing to Goodwin as the person who killed, stabbing multiple times Cynthia Carver. The family says they are pleased with life in prison.
Yes. Cynthia can rest now.
The family of Cynthia Carver stands as strong as they can, more than 6 years after the mother of two went through what Southampton County Commonwealth's Attorney Eric Cook describes as an undoubtedly terrible and terrifying death. It was February 2019 when Carver went missing from her Newsom's home. 4 weeks later, her body was found near a logging trail in Suffolk swampland. Investigators used DNA, phone records, and blood shoe prints inside her home to trace back to Goodwin. While no specific motive was laid out as part of sentencing today, jealousy has been suspected as Carver was seeing another man. In the few moments we finally heard from Goodwin today, he said he is sorry the family is going through what they were going through, but then said, "I had nothing to do with it." To that, the judge responded, "I take that as just another lie in a long string of lies." Carver's mother agrees.
Yes, he's not innocent. All the evidence they have, he's not innocent. But we got the results we wanted, and we are happy.
In a statement, Cook said he's, quote, gratified by the jury verdict in this case and the judge's sentence of life in prison, which sends a strong message that this type of crime will not be tolerated in our community. Cook, in a statement, also wanted to thank the Southampton County Sheriff's Office as well as other law enforcement partners around Western Tidewater for putting so much effort into this case. Goodwin says he plans to appeal. We're in Cortland. Brett Hall, 10 on your side.
It's pure lunacy. He need to see the bottom of the ocean right now. Seriously. That's the story of this young lady, Cynthia Carver. She died at age 36, was a mother. Supposedly this guy stabbed her up. You know what I'm saying? Violated her. Bad. Said he stabbed her in the neck, the torso, and the vagina. Took her to the swamp. Said she was found with her pants pulled down at the ankle. Now, a lot of people might say, you know, what did he do? Rape the body or something? I think that was purposely done because she was already stabbed and torn up. He threw her in the swamp, and he did what he did with her underwears and all of that stuff because she already had a gaping wound, so she could start to decompose fast, especially in that swamp with all them bugs and stuff. That's horrific. Before he went and did that, he must have already had it planned in his head where he would take her. This woman has kids, family, somebody's mother. He didn't care nothing about it. He only cared about himself. Now, she was messing with a married dude. Y'all can take that and run with it any way you want. But either way, the part that I think was sad was the guy came and testified in court and said, my wife doesn't even know about this deceased lady and the tryst that he had with her. So her dealing with him cost her life by this fool right here, and he still gets to live his with his wife and act like nothing ever happened. I think that in itself is a crime. But either way, back to this R. Kelly looking dude. Don't understand that. If somebody makes me, I always had a rule, if a woman make me want to put my hands on her where like I can't get that out of my head and I feel the urge to hurt her, she got to go, or I got to remove myself from that situation. And they said he was jealous. Jealousy was the motive. Okay, there are other women out here. Now, don't get me wrong. There's been girls I've been crazy about and been upset that I couldn't have my way with them or they didn't want to be with me. I mean, we all have went through that type of stuff. A lot of times it's the rejection more than the feelings of the person being with you sometimes. But I mean, I don't know what his problem was. I ain't never said, you know what, I'm going to kill this motherfucker because she don't want to be with me no more. You won't be with me. You won't be nobody else. I never could understand that. But it exists. She's 36. I don't know how old he is. But I know at 36 years old, I wasn't even having them type of feelings no more. You know what I mean? Because I already knew what the world was about. And I knew that more than one woman exists on a planet. And what one can't give you or don't want to give you, somebody else will. Especially if you make yourself worthy of such attention or whatever it is you want. It's crazy as can be. A lot of times, back in the day, somebody would cheat on you, man or woman, you don't even want to mess with them no more. Or somebody would, you would be in a relationship with somebody or be dealing with somebody, then find out outside of you, they went with somebody else. Men didn't even want to go behind a woman, like, after another man been with them that they know about, that they don't even, you don't have to see the guy, but to know that she was with somebody after being with you and you ain't the last one she was with. A lot of guys back in the day, I'll pass, I'll move on. Not now, man. A lot of these dudes, man, they out here like children. Just any attention is good. And you know I love you and all of this. How you gonna do this to me? I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of men are delusional. A lot of women are too. I don't know what their relationship was. I don't even know if they was in the relationship at the time. He might have been an ex, because I was trying to read up on it. I couldn't find nothing. He might have been an ex, and then she might have moved on, and he might have seen her or found out about it and just lost his shit. If you was an ex, you can't get no more madder than that. If you, this is the thing. When these guys kill these women, a lot of times in these stories that I do, and vice versa, a lot of times the woman or the man that breaks the relationship off dies because they didn't see the promised value that the other person promised to them, or the other person didn't see the value in them that other people see, or they saw it but choose to abuse it by doing their own thing, and then the other person come and sees it. They already know what you worth. So what they're gonna do is, let me take you out of here because I don't want nobody else to have you. Even though they show through their ways and actions that they don't want you. But do everything to try to keep you. Sad. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.